want that.
Thanks everyone for joining us. I think most of you know me. My name is Amber Green-Waynier. I'm the coordinator of our adult learner programs at Wayne State. So this is our latest Tuesday talk. And if you haven't been to Tuesday talk before, welcome to your first one. Hopefully this is the first of many. Our Tuesday talks we offer nearly every Tuesday evening virtually through Zoom. We bring somebody from, usually it's somebody from a different department on campus who can speak specifically to a topic or resource that's especially helpful for adult learners. And tonight we have Daisy Cordero with us, and Daisy is our financial aid officer for the Warrior Way Back program. She's a wealth of information about financial aid. She's also going to talk to us tonight about scholarships, because who doesn't want more scholarships? And that platform has changed this year, so we're excited to share that with you. So I'm going to hand it over to Daisy, and afterwards we'll do some recap at the end. But if you have any questions throughout, feel free to interrupt us. I'm also going to try to monitor the chat, so if you want to drop something in the chat, whatever you're most comfortable with. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Amber. You can't see my Word document now, right? Just the Scholarship Universe. Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay. Welcome, everybody. My name is Daisy Cordero. I am the financial aid liaison to the Warrior Way Back and some of the adult learners, or all of the adult learners. So hopefully tonight we can clear the air about any concerns that you may have about the new scholarship platform. I understand it has its pros and cons. I don't know exactly what the cons are, but I think it's a pretty neat way of applying for scholarships. And so we're going to talk a little bit about the application. What you see online, right, what you see right now when I share my screen, is the site where you're going to apply for the scholarships. So you're going to go to scholarships.wayne.edu first, and then you will see several items there on the right-hand side. It'll say Scholarship Universe. You click on that, and this is what you're going to get. But I wanted everybody to see this site because it's a little tricky. Okay. Now, the Financial Aid Office has a whole unit, that's the scholarship unit. They are the experts on this. I tried to get somebody to join me tonight, but she had class and she couldn't do it. So I think Amber and I are going to plan on doing another presentation exclusively about Scholarship Universe with an expert. Right now, I want to kind of do an overview so that if you come back to the other presentation, you'll have a little bit of prior knowledge, you know, about the new platform. So I was told today that, of course, all the scholarships that you see here are all in alphabetical order. Okay, everything is in alphabetical order here. So that's a good thing. And there are a ton of scholarships. We have all the way 10 and a lot more than that. As I go down the list here, you see how they change. Okay, so when you click on the link and you see all these scholarships, you're going to see what appeals to you and what you know, when you look at the requirements, what you think would be the best match for you. Now, we have 3 ways in the Financial Aid Office that we do this. Number 1, there is a direct match. These are the awards that you will be automatically considered for and matched to you. Okay, to your program, like if it's social work, they'll match you to that, okay? Now, the thing with this one is you have to have your GPA. When you open them up, they'll ask for your GPA, the level of you know, whether you're a junior, a senior, a freshman, whatever, your degree program, whether your satisfactory academic progress is good, and the financial need level. In other words, you know, you have a high expected family contribution, low expected family, all of those things are present in the direct match. We do that. You won't have to do that. We do that. You just put in that information, then we will do the match. This is how most of the students actually get their scholarships, because once we have all of that information from you, that vital information, then we can do the match. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. The second way I was told refers to it's a application-based award, and these awards, they require additional information for consideration. The additional information may be an essay, a resume, letters of recommendation, etc. Students will see these awards answers which are required for award consideration. But I also understand that once you apply, you cannot go back to see what scholarships you applied for. So it's a little tricky, okay? The third kind of award is referenced as an external award. These are awards that are from our external donors or vendors who have been verified and vetted by our partners on campus. Campus Logic. They take a look at them and make sure that these are not fraudulent, or they're going to ask you for your social security number and then they're going to do some crazy stuff with it. These have all been vetted. And I understand that one of the cool things about Scholarship Universe is that the students can apply to all awards in one place. So you don't have to go here and there and everywhere. Just hit this one link and you should be able to apply. You will be able to apply for all of your scholarships. Okay. So the way this works is when you look at you see the building to the left here. Those are the external awards. Okay. The ones, I'm sorry, those are our awards. These are monies that we manage. Okay. We also have, let's see what else they say. Let's see, students will see a building next to Wayne State specific awards, right? That's the building right there, the one you're seeing now. And then a globe for the world for those who are external awards. Those are coming from someone else or somebody, you know, some other agency or some other person who's given us money. But these that you're looking at right now, these are all ours, okay? Because you see the building right there. So what I'm doing is going down the list of all, you know, anything that has to do with the building. Okay, so there are a ton of them, and they're all, like I said, in alphabetical order. Of course, the application closes March 1st, 2023. And they are all offered, you know, for the upcoming fall. And if you are awarded one of these scholarships, you will receive an award, not an award letter, a paper letter, but an email telling you you've been awarded these scholarships, 1, 2, or 3, or whatever. When you apply, make sure that you look at the requirements for credits, because a lot of them are full-time, and a lot of our students in this program, you know, I think there are a lot of them, like in the Phoenix program, can only be enrolled 6 credits. So that's really, really important for you to make sure that you know if it requires full time. Now, I do know, I have talked to many of our departments, like let's say a student has a balance, the requirement is full time, but they're there 6 credits because that's what they require. That's what the only credits they can take. The departments have been very, very, very kind in allowing our office to award those students their awards based on the credits that they're taking now. But that's something that we have to discuss. You have to, you know, either stop by the financial aid office or call or, you know, something like that to let us know. Because sometimes the awards just sit there for months. You know, we award you probably May or June, and then those things sit there until September, and you'll never know why hasn't this paid. That's why. But please let us know, because we want to make sure that if you're eligible to receive the award, whatever we have to do for you to get that award, that's what we're going to do. Okay. Now, there are some Q&A that I want to take a look at. Can everybody see this? Everybody see the Q&A? Yes? Okay, good.
Yep.
Thank you, Lakeisha, and thank you, Amber. Okay, Now, why should I use the WSU Scholarship Universe instead of another search engine? Well, you can apply for internal, and I'm going to read this because that's what we have on our website. Okay, the WSU scholarships, they're vetted. Okay, so that's one thing. When you do a search on your own, okay, let's say you put adult scholarships for juniors, you're going to get a slew of stuff, but those have not been vetted. And even when they have the American flag and they say, oh, education, this and that, you can't trust those people. You don't know what they're going to do with your information. So be cautious about that. At least these are all vetted. All right, and then every department on campus will use this platform to post their scholarship opportunities. So that's a beautiful thing. Okay, so that's how we can match people. If you're in the College of Ed, we can match you with all the College of Education scholarships, and we know they're vetted. We know they're good because they have money for these scholarships. So we don't have to be fishing for, do they have money or are these good scholarships? Are they going to be fraudulent? That kind of stuff. These are good scholarships. You can find scholarship based on your major, like I just said, college, academic merit, financial need, and more. So this is a great benefit for, when we use this site. The next one, I'm having trouble logging in. Do I have to be a student at WSU to use Scholarship Universe? Yes, you will need to be admitted and have established your Academica account and password in order to log in to Scholarship Universe and apply for private scholarships. You know why? Because we need to vet you. Make sure that you are a student here and that you're not, going to do something that shouldn't be done. So not vet you in like, for cheating or not. That's not what I'm talking about. Vet you to make sure that you're a Wayne State student. We don't want to award scholarship money to people who are not coming to Wayne State, right? Because we have enough need to share all this money with people who do have need. So that's why, it's important that you're an admitted student. Do I need to answer every question? Well, you do not need to answer every question to be considered for awards. Wayne State is already inserting some data, just like the FAFSA. When you apply for the FAFSA once or twice, it's already populated with vital information, your name, your address, all that good stuff. So, and we will put your GPA in there, your major, academic level, all of that will be automatically put in there. Those fields will be populated so that we can do a match to the right scholarship for you. But the more questions you answer, the more opportunities you will have for both internal and external awards. And, I got to tell you, the external awards are pretty cool because when there are requirements for the GPA, not so much, but for the amount of credits, the external awards, those donors are pretty good about allowing us to work with our students. When we beg and say, please, these people need the money. I know that your scholarship says 12 credits, but can we do 6 or 8 or 9? They're okay with that. Okay. So this is another benefit. Why don't I see, here's the problem, one of the problems, why don't I see any WSU applications to complete? Not all WSU scholarships require an application. We will be looking through your answers and questions along with the data that we have about your academic program, academic level, GPA, all of those things. The more questions that you answer, of course, the better it is. And how can I increase my chances of receiving an award? Submit the applications by the deadline, March 1st, 2023. We extended it in the past 2 years due to the pandemic, but we're good now. So please, please, please apply. Let the financial aid office make the determination, or the donor. Don't say, well, I don't think I'm going to get X, Y, and Z. You don't know that. Okay, always take that chance. It's not going to cost you anything but a little bit of time to complete it. If an award requires that you demonstrate financial need, you must have your annual FAFSA on file. So I would file the FAFSA anyway, even if you've used all of your loan money, all of your Pell money. Excuse me. You want to file the FAFSA to be able to compete for a scholarship. All right. So if you're applying for the 2023-24 academic year coming up, you will need to apply for this, the 23-24 FAFSA. Okay. So please, please, please make sure that you do that. Financial need, as you know, is demonstrated by subtracting the results of your FAFSA and then the estimated cost of what it's going to cost you to attend. Not always the cost of attendance that the university gives you. That's how we put in the financial aid. This is how we award. But for you personally, you will see your awards, you will subtract your tuition and fees. And that's, if you have more money than your bill, then that money will go to you, as you know. So, and every little bit helps. Even scholarships that are $200 or $300, it's $200 and $300 we didn't have that now you have. And that could help for many, 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 to help you with many expenses like books, transportation, things like that. And you already know that because you're adults. You know how to play this game. If I'm already a recipient of a tuition pledge program, will I be able to receive additional? Yes. Let's say you have, I don't know, some pledge or some extra money, grant that we have given you. Unless those grants cover the entire cost of attendance, let's say your cost of attendance is $25,000 and you have all free $25,000, then of course there's no room to give you a scholarship. But if there is a need and you qualify for a scholarship, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so a lot of these scholarships, believe it or not, a lot of our students do qualify for them. Okay. So I received a scholarship last year. Do I have to reapply or it will be renewed? Most of the time, the scholarships are not renewable. But if that's true, that will be part of the criteria, especially the outside scholarships. The donors may give us money for 1 year, but that will be published on our list. So this is not a mystery. It's not a trick question. But like the answer to this question says, most scholarships require you to reapply each year. So that's why I'm always harping, please file your FAFSA early and apply for the scholarships early. And how are the external awards vetted? Scholarship Universe has a full-time scholarship research team, which they do, who are working through an extensive checklist, and this is true, to confirm a scholarship's legitimacy before adding it to the database. We just don't, see Tom, Dick, or Harry, we're going to put their scholarship here. No, we have to make sure we call the place, we go to their website, we ask questions, because this is your life. You're given, there's personal information that is attached to these scholarships. So we're very, very, very careful. Okay. Can I promote my scholarship on your site? If anybody has a scholarship that they know about, you can. Okay, submit a scholarship opportunity for vetting to Campus Logic, and they will vet it for you. I mean, I've heard of many, many scholarships that I've had to send through this platform for them to take a look at it, because I don't want to recommend scholarships that are, that are going to be dangerous for our students. What kind of bothers me a little bit is a lot of people have scholarships out there, and then when you apply, they already know who they're going to give the money to. And that really bothers me. So in a case when I see something that I think our students can benefit from, I usually put it through, talk to my boss about it, and then put it through here to see. And then they added to the database that we have right now. Now, this is just an overview of what Scholarship Universe is. It's not hard. You have to read, you have to pay attention, but it's not hard to complete, okay? And of course, be patient, because it takes time for us to match everything and to do what we need to do. You have to, of course, be satisfactory. Your satisfactory academic progress has to be good 2 point or more, you have to complete the classes that you have attempted. And let's see what else. You have to be, of course, progressing, because we look at all of that. If you have questions about any of this or any other questions that I may not be able to answer for you now, please go to wayne.edu/financial-aid. The website is right there. And any questions that you have, those good people in that unit will answer the questions. They're experts and they know the system inside or out. And you do know that if there's an issue with any of your scholarships, you can appeal. You can submit an appeal. You know, you may be awarded a scholarship for the fall 23. Life shows up. It always does. History and life always show up. And that scholarship, you may not be able to take advantage of it. You know, we divide everything, all the funds between fall and winter semesters, right? So if you got a scholarship and you cannot take advantage of it because you got ill, you were sick, you had a family member that was sick and it required you to drop your clothes, do something, please, 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 please submit an appeal, okay? Because our interest in the financial aid office is to make sure that everybody who's here with us graduates. And my interest as liaison of this program is for all of you, everybody who's here, to graduate and do well. That's why you're here. Otherwise you wouldn't be here, right? So that's what we are all about. I'm going to try to go to scholarships.wayne.edu to see if we can look at the home page. Oh, we can. Okay, let me see.
Daisy, did you see this question in the chat?
Oh, I did not.
If you're graduating in the spring, will the graduating student be eligible to receive a reward or an award?
I was going to talk a little bit about that. Thank you so much. No scholarships cover the spring, summer semesters. However, if it's an external scholarship and the donor gives us permission to pay for the spring, summer, because if we divide it and there's money sitting there for spring, you know, for a semester, and let's say you're graduating in the fall, okay, in December, but the award split between fall and winter, we're going to do our very best. If it's a department, we'll just call them, you know, internally. But if it's an outside, then we're going to ask that donor, hey, this student is graduating. Can they have the entire amount for one semester? And if we can accommodate it because you have leftover need, oh, we're going to give you that money. We're going to do our very best. And 99% of the time when I've seen this happen, we do pay it that semester when the student is graduating. The spring, summer is a little bit trickier because, you know, we don't award anything for the winter. It's always fall and winter. So I hope this answers your question. If it doesn't, please let me know. Yeah, spring, summer is tricky. And, you know, we're not doing the 30% discount anymore either. So what we are doing, if you're Pell eligible, the Pell will cover 6 credits or so of the spring, summer, during the spring, summer, but no scholarships. And we do have the emergency grant if anybody needs that. That'll go to tuition. If you have an outstanding balance, that's going to go to that. But no scholarship monies are dispersed during the spring, summer semester. Okay. Did I answer your question? Yep. Okay. Now, can everybody see this Wayne.edu scholarship page?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So when you go here, you're going to click on explore scholarships that work for you. Apply for private scholarship. That's what you want to click. Okay. That's where I was, right there. Okay. And then just go ahead and apply. And please try to do this as soon as you can. Don't sit on it, because once this thing closes, closes, that's it, we're done. They're not, we can't go back. So, and don't guess, apply. And, we have scholarships for people with a 2 point, people with a 2.5, people with a 2 point, doesn't matter. Let the system work for you. And, and then my other thing is, if you are graduating anytime in May or August, and you have balances and you have used up your financial, please let Amber know or email me about this. I'm working on this right now. We don't want anybody to graduate and not get your diploma and your transcripts. That's why you've worked so hard. But if I don't know, I don't know, right? And I can't go begging my boss for money. So either let Amber know, Chloe, Susan, or me, and say, look, I'm graduating. I have a balance. I need help. And we will do everything we can, our best, to help you with this, because it's important. We count students because students count, not because we have nothing else to do. We want to be able to help you, but if I don't know the situation, I can't help. Okay. Lakeisha. Oh, thank you. Are there any questions? Please, anything that I can answer for you.
I want to take a minute. Let me share my screen really quick here.
Oh, you need my help to share your screen?
Hey, we figured it out.
Yes, we did. Thank you.
Okay, so let me move you all over here. So thanks everyone for coming to the Tuesday talk tonight. I hope to see all of you at our next one. So our next session, so a week from today is Valentine's Day, and I didn't think people wanted to come to a Tuesday talk on Valentine's Day. Maybe you do. Maybe you just love Wayne State that much, but our Tuesday talk next week is actually going to be on Thursday. So that's going to be a special session on work-life balance with our Worry Way Back advisor, Susie. She's running that one. That's a new session. So if you've been to some of our sessions before, you haven't seen this one. So definitely recommend stopping by. Let's give her some support. And it's also a great way to get to know your adult learner advisor. And later this month, we have our career services resume rebuilding, retooling for adult learners. We have a library services for adult learners coming up. Later in March, I just want to give you the heads up, we're going to be having an adult learner specific career resource fair. So a lot of like our career services sessions kind of like leading up to that to prepare you for that career resource fair. That's going to be an in-person event at the end of March. You'll be hearing more about that. So hopefully we'll see all of you next week. If not then, or in addition to that, some of our other sessions throughout the semester. Let me see what my next slide is here. So if you have any questions, your next step is to reach out. If you are, Susie's going to be a good point of contact for adult learners. Susie, Chloe, and I all work on the same team in the University Advising Center, so we work closely together. So definitely recommend connecting with Susie. You'll be hearing from all three of us. Doug, I mentioned earlier, he works with our transfer students, also Wayne Advantage Macomb. Now he's also a Prevent Health Science Center advisor. So he's just kind of like a jack of all trades. So he's a good person to know. If you are military affiliated, your contact's going to be Jaime Lopez and Amve. And then Terrell Tops works with our Justice Impacted or returning citizens too. So I always like to have those contacts on here if you want more information on those demographics. That's all we have. I'm going to stick around for a few more minutes if anyone has any questions. Otherwise, we'll see you next week and have a good night.
Thank you, everybody.
And I'll stick around, Daisy.
Yes. Thank you.